Well, I'm excited to show you this instrument panel and dash for the 66 Impala. It has a lot of great options, and I'm going to do my best to go through them all. So, starting on the left is the gas gauge, and it does work, and it works very nice. I'll probably highlight that during a driving video. Then we got the speedometer. It also works very good, and as of right now, the odometer says 65,870 miles. So I'll turn the key on. You'll notice that the oil pressure light and the generator light comes on. That's good. That's the way it's supposed to be. So we'll go look at the left turn signal indicator. See it flashing green. And then the right turn signal indicator, also flashing green. I'll turn the headlights on just so I can show you the bright indicator light, right above 70 miles an hour. It's off, now it's on, now it's off. To the right of that is the tachometer, and it works. I'm going to start the engine so you can see it work. Hopefully you can see that. Turn that back off. Now it's got a very cool AM, FM multiplex radio, which with my research I've found that, it's the typical AM and FM slide. Hopefully you can see this, but also right down here is balance and tone and fade and front and back, and a green light that illuminates when you have stereo. So let's check that out. I'll turn the key back on. Not sure what reception we'll get in here because of the steel building. Pretty hard to pick up a station in this steel building. There we go. So, original AM radio, AM FM radio, that still works good. Now this is what I'm going to try to show you. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Oh, do you see the stereo kind of illuminating a little bit? Let me see.
Definitely going to be late to the concert.
There.
I feel like we should be
very
right
cool.
I'm just taking a little
it's in
detour.
script with a bow tie. I'm going to turn this down a little bit.
We're going to be late for the concert.
Actually, I'll turn it down here. Can you see how in script it says stereo with a bow tie above it? I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is just so cool. When you pick up an FM stereo station, that illuminates. Now I'm going to change the station and watch it go off. See, it went off. Now I just tuned it in and it's stereo. Not stereo, stereo. That's just too cool. So here's volume.
Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SMALL for 25 cents per gallon bonus.
And then your balance. Left and right, I guess. That's rear. That's front, rear, and front. Maybe this is tone.
Honey, the credit card bill came.
Yep, bass and treble. That is so cool, and I've never, ever seen one of these before. But it is an option on Impalas. Very, very cool. All right, I'm going to turn this radio off. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the left again. I already demonstrated the lights. And let's look at the wipers here. So there's low and high, back to low. I'm a little hesitant to try the pump, but I guess I will. I don't see any liquid squirting out, so I don't know if the washer pump works or not. And park. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the car. It's a tilt wheel. So, all the way down, all these different positions. But if that's not enough, right here is a collar. and you loosen this collar, and it becomes a telescopic steering wheel. Isn't that just too cool? I love that. You can just find wherever you want. Doesn't matter where, you just lock it in, and there you go. I'll do that again. Hey, you just find a place that you like and lock it in. Set your tilt. Set your telescopic the way you want. And off you go. I just love that. Now, something that's probably I'm not going to be able to show you. I wish I could, but the way this camera is mounted on the side of my face, I probably can't show you, but I'm going to try, is the cruise control. And it actually has two functions. So you can set kind of like a warning. So that's in the on position. So in the on position, you're out on the road and you want a warning when you hit 65. Okay, well now it's rotated to 65. So when you get to 65, the accelerator is going to feel like it can't go down anymore unless you just really push hard, and then it bypasses that. So it's kind of like a maximum speed, should we say. But then also, let's say you get on the turnpike, the interstate, and hey, I just want to cruise at 75. Well, you rotate the wheel to 75. You know what? You might be able to see a light come on here. And yeah, the little red light right there illuminated. So it takes a little bit for it to engage. And so you wait for it, and then you're going to cruise 75 miles an hour. And to bypass that, you just push your brake and it's off. Turn that back off. So that's very cool. Let's check the cigarette lighter and see if it works. Well, it's not wanting to stay in, so I'm going to say that it probably doesn't work. At least the element doesn't work. The socket might, for a GPS. I'll have to check that and get back with you on that. But it's not staying in, so I'm going to say that the element doesn't work, but the socket might. Then you just have a typical ashtray here. Now this is a very, very cool Comfortron air conditioning and heating system. It runs on a thermostat. So like 75, 80, 85 degrees, you rotate the temperature that you want. Then you set your fan speed. Right now it's on off. You might see this little red indicator change. Now it's on low. It's on high. I don't know what the rear is. It says rear and then defog and de-ice. So this is all very cool, except it doesn't do anything. Just being up front with you. I don't know if it's a fuse. I don't know if it's low on Freon and it doesn't allow it to work. I don't know. But I have found that the heater, air conditioner fan, that actually moves the air, it works great. I've done some little research and found out it works good. Also, the air conditioning compressor, I can make it engage, and that works fine. But there's something else going on that's not activating this. Maybe it's low on Freon, maybe it's a switch, maybe it's a vacuum issue. I don't know. It's very cool, and it needs serviced. It's not operating. All right, let's start the engine. I'll show you the gauges again. So here's the manifold gauge and engine temperature gauge. The engine's cold, but it does work. And the oil pressure gauge. They'll work great. The battery gauge does not work. And maybe that has something to do with Comfortron. I don't know. But the battery gauge is just sitting there and not doing anything. So there's an issue with the battery gauge and the Comfortron. The horn. Horn works great. I already went through the multiplex. A very nice center console. The little ashtray that's supposed to be here is missing. It's not here. I don't know where it is. I already went through the power windows. I went through the remote mirror. It works great. I don't really know what else to show you. It's a beautiful car with some really, really, really nice options.